Hey guys, happy Wednesday. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today I thought it would be fun to do my everyday makeup routine. By no means is this a makeup tutorial, but I just thought it would be fun to share what products I use on my face and apply it for you guys to see. So as you can see, this is usually how I look on camera, and it's pretty easy. It doesn't take me that long to apply my makeup, usually probably about 10 minutes, and I'm ready to go out the door. But before we get started on the whole look, I just wanted to share with you guys what I'm drinking. I'm having apple cider vinegar drink. Why? Because I was feeling pretty cruddy yesterday after my doctor's appointment. That was so unpleasant. I started feeling a little bit of burning when I was peeing because either she clamped too hard and kind of hurt me, or I don't know, but it was kind of painful yesterday, just a lot of pressure. So I took 2 Advils, and then I was really afraid for having a UTI. That's just the worst feeling for me. I hate getting those, and I just decided to drink some apple cider vinegar immediately because this neutralizes any acid in the body and it'll kill any of the bacteria. So I drank like 2 of these jars just to help flush out anything bad in my body. But yeah, I was just feeling a little bit under the weather after my doctor's appointment. I don't know if it was because of the germs at the doctor's office, but I am very prone to getting sick. So if someone else is sick, I am for sure going to catch it, especially with kids. When my sister's kids were getting sick, every time I got near them, I caught their bugs. So I definitely have to build up my immune system. Anyways, that was probably, again, TMI, but I really recommend if you guys feel any kind of yuckiness down there, really just chug a bunch of apple cider vinegar with water. There's 12 ounces of water, and I put 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar in here, and I had 2 of these jugs. I'm on my 3rd one. That's a lot. Just chug it to flush everything out of your body. So that is my natural remedy tip of the day. As you can see, I have a lot of bags under my eyes from the lack of sleep the past couple of days. I keep waking up for some reason, and the baby again was crying. I really have to invest in those earplugs that you guys were telling me about. But anyways, I start with a little bit of concealer, and I'll just pat it in. This way we get rid of any dark circles. Next, this is a new thing for me. If you guys watch my 10 Habits to Flawless Skin video, I said that I didn't use any face powder, but after that video, my best friend said, you really need to. It'll make a huge difference for your skin. And we went to Sephora, and it changed my life. I found this product. It's super lightweight, and I don't feel like I have anything on. The reason why I strayed from using any powders or foundation in the past was because it always just felt so heavy on my face, and I felt like my skin just like melted off. But this is super lightweight, and I really love it. So all I do is use my fluffy brush. This is by Sigma. It's a large powder brush, F30, and I'll just swipe a little bit of powder, just a little bit, dust off any excess, and then just swirl it around my face. Making sure I get the bottom of my neck so it blends my jawline up in my hairline. See, it still looks like I'm not wearing anything on, but it just smooths everything out. I really love this product. It's Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Airbrush Foundation. And it's in light medium beige with a little bit of pink undertones, so I really like it. It just evens out my skin and just gives me that kind of airbrush look, because sometimes we just need it. Next, I like to fill in my brows just very lightly. I usually switch off between 2 different products. Today I'm using the Tarte Medium Brown Amazonian Clay Waterproof Brow Mousse. This is great for my everyday brow, and as you can see, I've used it quite a bit. It's one of my favorite products. It goes on much lighter than my Anastasia brow pomade, so for a quick during the day, everyday kind of routine, I like to wear this one because it looks a lot more natural. The other one just gives me a much stronger brow, so for filming and for going out at night, that's the product that I like to use. What I like to do is use this Anastasia Beverly Hills brush. It has this slanted tip and then a spoolie brush at the end. What I like to do is just kind of brush my hair up just to make sure everything is nice and smooth. And then I'll grab a little bit of my product, just even it out on the brush. A lot of times if I just dip directly from the brush, I get uneven clumps and then it just kind of spreads on my eyebrows, which is not something that I want. So I just even it out on my skin and control the amount that I take on my brush, and then I'll draw a line at the bottom of my brows and then I'll even it out. And I like to make it a little darker at the tail right here because my hair is sparse there, and then I'll just fill it in after. And then using any leftover product on the brush, I'll just swipe it on top and then taper down. Now I'm gonna fill in the rest of the eyebrows. I like to follow my natural arch, and sometimes if I miss, I'll just kind of brush my hand along to clean it up a little bit. A lot of people use concealer, but since this is my everyday makeup and I am pretty low maintenance with it, I just use my hands. In the front of the eyebrows, because it's a lot more sparse, I'll just draw lines like this, and then I'll blend it in with my brush. And then any areas that I miss, I'll just go back and just fill it in. I'll just kind of brush it down and then go back in with my brush and then fill it in. So I always want to move with the direction of my hair. And then the other side. Okay, eyebrows are done. I think they look okay. I definitely could use a lot of work on my skills. My friend who's going to beauty school to become a makeup artist said that she would teach me, so I'm so excited to learn a little bit more skills, and then I'll share it along with you guys. But yeah, makeup has never been my strong skill set, so I'm definitely learning along. If you guys have any tips for me too, I'd love to hear them, so make sure you comment below. Next, I'm gonna add some eyeshadow primer just to keep my eyeshadow in place. My lids tend to be a little bit greasy, so I like to put them on because it really helps. And just use my finger and just add it on top and bottom, all over. Okay, and that's it. And I really like eyeshadow primer because before, when I didn't use it, my lids are super oily and they would just crease all over the place. Ever since I found some eyeshadow primer, I'm using here the Too Faced Shadow Insurance, but I also love the Urban Decay primer as well. So I kind of switch off between the two products. This has really helped with my eyeshadow to stay in place, and it just helps it look a lot more pigmented too. So for the eyeshadow, I love the Naked 2 palette. It's just the perfect cool toned colors for my skin, and my favorite shadow of this is Suspect, and as you can see, I'm almost out. I loved it so much that I actually bought a full size so that I can travel with it. I will never run out of this guy. I use Suspect as a base because it's such a great color, a neutral color for my skin tone, and I can wear it with a lighter color for day or punch it up with a darker shadow for night. So what I'm gonna do here is just take a little bit of the Suspect color and just swipe it all over my lid. I'm using this Sephora small shadow brush. And I'm just swiping it all over and then blending it out. I have mono lids, so when I close my eyes, you can't really see it. that well. So what I like to do is use a crease brush right here and just get a little bit of a darker color here. I'm gonna use Busted. Even though it looks very dark, once I put it on, you will barely see it. So in the light, it looks very natural. And during the nighttime, I just use a little bit of black, same crease, and just make it a little bit darker. So here, I'll just kind of crease it out. I usually create like a V with it. And then I swipe it back inside. So now it looks super dark, but I'm just gonna use my fluffy brush and then just blend it out. Ta-da! I'll do the same on the other side. And with my finger, I'll just kind of wipe off any excess. You guys, sorry if I'm looking everywhere. I was looking into the camera lens and then I looked over into the screen and now I'm looking into the mirror here. I think having the mirror down here is a lot better. As you can tell, I am not an experienced makeup guru at all, so this is a bit of a practice for me too. So now that I've applied my eyeshadow, I am going to put on some eyeliner. I wear eyeliner every day because, as you can see, if I don't look like I have very defined eyes. They're very just blended in, monolids. So putting on eyeliner really helps me with defining my eyes a little bit. Here I'm using Clinique Brush On Cream Liner. I like using gel liner because it gives me a lot more control to apply with the brush. I used to use the Stila All Day Liquid Liner, but I just felt like it was too thick for me. It just smudged everywhere, at least on my eyes, because the pen was so thick and then the felt tip would fray sometimes. So I just switched over to this and I used this brush. It's a bent liner brush for exact precision. So I just grab a little bit of product in here, wipe off any excess on the side, and then I just draw it onto my eyes. I try to go with a very thin line. And then sometimes I like to wing out my liner at the edge. So I just kind of follow my eye shape. Since it's like slanted up like this, I just follow the shape to continue. And connect it back in. Like so. See what a difference it makes? My eyes actually kind of have a little bit more definition now instead of just blending it all in together. So the eyes are almost done. Using any excess product on the brush, I'm just gonna go back in and fill anywhere that kind of looks a little bit light. Okay, looks good. And then just to finish out my eyes, I like to use this smudge brush here with a little bit of the darker shadow that I used up here. So I'm just gonna grab Busted, this color here, mix it in with black, and then I'm gonna just smudge the bottom of my eyes. The reason why is that, again, you can see it just blends in with my face, and I like to kind of give it a little bit more definition. I've been told that it actually makes my eyes look smaller, but I don't mind it too much. I kind of like the look. It's a little bit more intense, and it just makes me feel like I have a little bit more definition in my eyes. Otherwise, it just kind of like blends in with the rest of my face. Line the bottom. And ta-da! My eyes are pretty much done. Sometimes I will also curl my lashes and put on mascara. This isn't something that I do every day because wearing mascara actually kind of bothers my eyes a little bit, and it just makes it feel so heavy, especially with the waterproof mascaras that I use, because my eyes tend to get watery with contacts. It just helps me feel more comfortable, but if I'm filming or if I'm going out, definitely I'll put mascara on. So I'll use my eyelash curler curler. This is by Tweezerman, and I like this one a lot because I feel like it matches my eye shape a lot better. The Shu Mura one curves too much and it doesn't grab all of the lashes, but this one, since it's a little bit flatter, I really recommend this one. So I just curl my lashes. And I don't like to just curl it in one spot. I don't like to clamp it in one spot. I like to curl it really close to my lash line and then move out towards the middle, clamp it again, and then towards the end clamp it out so that I have like a better curl. It just curls evenly out. Otherwise my lashes would just be like stick straight and then up like that. This just helps make it more of a natural curl. Alright. If I'm using mascara, I like to use this Maybelline Lash Sensational Full Fan Effect, and it's waterproof. It's a dry formula, so it really just stays on all day and it doesn't weigh my lashes down. It doesn't make it go stick straight. So if I'm not using waterproof mascara, which is kind of like a wet formula, you'll see my lashes just go like stick straight like that after curling it. So this, I like this one. Beautiful. Then finally, I just like to add a little bit of brush on the apples of my cheeks. I like to use this blush by Tarte. It's an Amazonian clay longwear blush and it's called Glisten, and as you can see, I've used quite a bit of it, and I just love that there's a little bit of shimmer, like goldish shimmer. It's a very neutral pink, at least for my skin, and it has a little bit of a gold glisten in it that just helps my skin glow in the summer. I usually use this during the spring and summer and just put it on the apples of my cheeks and then just brush it backwards. Finally, for my lip product, I usually wear a little bit of gloss or something because my lips are pretty dry and there's not a lot of color to it. So I like to wear this sheer lip crayon by Honest Beauty. It's so beautiful. This is like one of my favorite products this year. It just goes on very sheer, but it looks very pigmented on here. There we have it. It's super sheer. It's like this pretty raspberry color that just makes my lip pop a little bit. Like, it wears pretty well. I would say if I'm eating, it'll definitely wear off and I have to reapply, but for the most part, it's just very soft. It comes on very naturally, girly. This is my basic everyday makeup. If you guys like my makeup look videos, comment below and let me know, or give this video a thumbs up. I definitely want to hear your feedback on what you guys want to see on this channel. I thought it would just be fun to show you guys my everyday makeup routine because I do love watching beauty tutorials on YouTube. I am by no means as good as all those other people on there, but this is still new to me and I totally give all the beauty gurus props because doing your makeup on camera is difficult. I wasn't sure where to look, so it was kind of all over the place. But again, thank you so much for watching, and if you're new to my channel, my name is Zung, and please be sure to subscribe below, and I will see you guys tomorrow for another daily vlog. Bye!